Five Nights at Freddy's is making its way into Dead by Daylight. It doesn't even feel real to say that out loud. For years, people joked about it, speculated, made fan trailers, fake leaks, you name it. And now, it's actually happening. Springtrap is officially coming to the fog. But here's the thing. This isn't just another big-name horror collaboration. There's something different about this one. The timing, the hype, the way it lines up with what fans have been asking for. It all points to something that's been quietly in the works for a very long time. Just last week, Thursday, live from PAX East, the developers took the stage and pulled back the curtain on everything coming into the fog. I was lucky enough to be there, invited to attend, right in the crowd when it all went down. And let me tell you, the second that Springtrap hit the screen, the room shook. This wasn't just a teaser, it was official confirmation. Springtrap and FNAF officially coming into Dead by Daylight, something that has been long awaited since it was initially teased. Not only that, but we're getting a legendary skin for the Yellow Rabbit, complete with voice lines and the likeliness of Matthew Lillard himself. Now there's no new survivor this time around, but as per my interview, all of the focus went towards getting the killer. And for a good reason. Springtrap isn't just another animatronic, he's the one that started it all. And with how much detail is going into this chapter, it's clear that they wanted to do him justice. In addition to this, we also have a brand new map, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. They've packed it with details, atmosphere, and some things that we've really never seen in DBD before. In addition to that, there's also something unique coming with this killer, something that affects both the survivor and killer when the match starts. We don't know exactly what it is, but players notice strange doors around the map during the teaser, and let's just say the theories are flying. So we're probably looking at way more than just a chapter. We can expect more skins, more lore, possibly even more animatronics down the line. And if this is just a start, Dead by Daylight has truly opened a door that can never be closed. So why is this the smartest collaboration for both Dead by Daylight and Five Nights at Freddy's? I mean, let's start with the obvious. Five Nights at Freddy's is huge. This isn't just any other license that they're bringing in. This is one of the most anticipated and highly requested crossovers in Dead by Daylight history. It has showed up and become #1 on countless community surveys, wish lists, Reddit threads, I mean, you name it. So when rumors started heating up, and looking back in hindsight, this felt like a no-brainer. Do you recall when Dead by Daylight dropped their teaser? Yeah, it instantly became one of the most popular tweets that they've ever posted, period. That alone shows how big of a moment this is, not just for the Dead by Daylight fans, but for the Five Nights at Freddy's community too. The timing also works out perfectly. I mean, let's be honest, as cool as the recent chapters have been with Chucky and Alien, and as iconic as they've been, they didn't really bring in a new crowd. They catered to the OG players, but it didn't necessarily shift the needle in terms of the player base or the hype, because all of those fans have already been in Dead by Daylight or heard about Dead by Daylight due to the fact that there's so many OG characters already here. So while it completes the Hall of Fame of Killers roster, it doesn't necessarily do much more than that. So what exactly do you do in situations like this? You pivot, and Five Nights at Freddy's fits that glove perfectly. I mean, the hype has just been unreal from the FNAF community alone. I've seen TikToks and shorts and reels get more views reposting exactly what the DBD official account has posted, getting millions of more views, showcasing Matthew Lillard, the map, or Springtrap himself. And this is all before the chapter has even dropped. I think what really goes a long way is that the fans know that Scott himself is working directly with Dead by Daylight to ensure everything is picture perfect. This isn't just a cameo or another DLC. It's a real full circle moment of two legendary horror franchises officially being linked and locking in and merging those fan bases for the long haul. It truly just is a win-win across both sides, and the communities will be linked forever. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. This collaboration doesn't just stop at launch, because this opens the door for so much more in the future. We already know we're getting Matthew Lillard in game, which is a huge win on its own. But if you think about it, the potential for skins and cosmetics is absolutely massive. We haven't even touched on the original crew yet. Freddy, Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, all fan favorites that could easily make their way into the game as legendary cosmetics, alternative characters, or even future DLC content. That's not even scratching the surface. FNAF has so many games and lore layers to pull off from. Imagine unique charms, alternate Springtrap skin, themed cosmetics for survivors, or even a new variation of the map later down the line. It's not that far-fetched either. Just look at how Behavior handled Resident Evil. The collab was so successful they brought it back for part 2, adding more characters, perks, and even new game modes like 2v8 surrounding it. If Five Nights at Freddy's performs anywhere near that level, which, let's be real, it probably will, there's no doubt in my mind that they'll double down and do even more. From a business standpoint, this is a no-brainer. Financially, it just makes sense. From a player engagement standpoint, it also makes sense. I don't think anyone in the community would be mad at it. In fact, we'd probably all love it. Because FNAF is one of those licenses that you can keep expanding forever. You don't have to limit yourself to one killer, one map, and a few perks. The universe is massive and flexible. Behavior has already shown they're willing to keep building on licenses when they're successful. This is a door, like I said, that once open, probably won't close. And honestly, as big as this is for FNAF fans, it might be an even bigger win for Dead by Daylight themselves. Most FNAF games are single-player experiences that players beat once or twice, maybe go around looking for lore bits here and there, and then you move on. You still keep it in the back of your mind, but that's it. But now, those same players are being pulled into a live service multiplayer game where content is always updating, where new events and chapters drop every few months, and where the game constantly evolves. If Behavior plays right and keeps adding FNAF content, whether it's tomes, events, new cosmetics, lore tie-ins, they could lock in these new players for years, not just weeks. And the devs clearly know this. That's why they've been revamping many core systems lately. We've seen UI changes, the new rarity system, and even the huge quality of life updates that they've been pushing. These aren't just simple changes for the veterans. It's designed to make sure that new players coming in from this collab have a good experience and will stick around. Because deep down, I think everyone at Behavior knows this might be it. This is the last truly massive opportunity Dead by Daylight has to hook an entirely new generation of players. The game has been going on for now almost 10 years, so having a spike that potentially could go all the way to your peak numbers, you don't truly know when this is going to happen again, and this is a prime opportunity where they need to jump on it. We've seen other collabs bring in spikes like Stranger Things, Resident Evil, but they eventually dipped off, mostly due to inconsistent good updates or missed opportunities. But this time, they're going all in. That alone should tell you everything that you need to know. They know how big this is. They know they can't mess this one up. And they're putting everything on the line to make sure they don't.